organized by GNIM on national and international level. The descriptive images are right there on your screens right now. We also focus on conducting FDPs, guest lectures, seminars, everything so alike in a very comprehensive manner to ensure that the students take away the maximum possible that we can deliver. So this is a glimpse into the excursion trips which are organized by our college, settling the students in the nature's arm. The pictorial description is right there on the screens. So now let's talk about PGDM, that is Postgraduate Diploma in Management. That is a course which is offered by our institute. Well, if you see yourself occupying a corporate position and successfully attain tremendous heights on the corporate ladder, then PGDM is the right and the perfect course for you all. It is a 2-year full-time course and the curriculum of which is tailor-made by GNIM in a manner to make you all corporate ready. It ensures that you all get the best you can in the corporate environment. The faculties interact with the industry to keep themselves abreast with the prevailing situation of the market and deliver the best to the students. The course ensures providing industry exposure by means of case studies, seminars, workshops, live projects, and so alike. The course also endeavors to inculcate leadership skills among the students. For this purpose, we have specially inculcated club activities as a special part of the organization. The course is divided into 4 semesters with dual specialization in the 3rd semester in multiple domains. And we also provide opportunity for add-on courses, as you can see on the screens right now. We'll discuss in depth about dual specialization and the add-on courses in the upcoming slides. So you see, dual specialization is available in the following areas, including marketing, finance, human resource, international business. We also have information technology, logistics, supply chain management, and operations. So amongst all these fields, you can select 2 as your areas of specialization. So GNIM basically offers a very versatile program to students. We basically ensure introduction of new domains as required by the industry. GNIM has quick links and strong interaction with the industry experts to increase student employability. We also have these add-on courses that are not only to enhance the skills of the students, but also to ensure that they enhance their personality in all. So the comprehensive development is what we focus on. So these include entrepreneurship development program. We have financial modeling for people who have areas of interest in finance. For people who have more interest in marketing can opt for something like social media and digital marketing. We have training and development for those students who have more interest in the domain of human resource. We have data analytics, something that is an upcoming trend these days. We also have PDP trainings, that's an ongoing program by GNIM. We also have foreign languages that are optional. So now here you can see a glimpse of various industrial visits. So GNIM aims at providing students with a first-hand hack of operations at the industry. So these are the industrial visits. Students have visited Maruti Udyog, they have been to Mother Dairy, they have been to Yakult, Parle, Modi Flour Mill, and so alike such industries to have a first-hand hack of the operations there. Now here you can see a glimpse at the scholarship policy that is a major part of what our institute offers to the student. We have it on the basis of the merit score achieved by the students. The demarcation of the same is mentioned here as we provide in the mentioned PPT here. You can also see that we made provisions for scholarship assistance for government, SC, ST, OBC category, and also special scholarship schemes are also available for Jammu and Kashmir students. Now, a special thing to note that our college is very student friendly. And on account of this pandemic situation of COVID-19, the institute offers special benefits and fee concessions so that the students can also enroll themselves during this pandemic situation. Now talking about the lucrative placements and opportunities that we have. Well, marking a distinctive niche being the best V school, we offer best summer internships and lucrative placement opportunities to the students. We have a remarkably proactive and constantly responsive placement cell that interacts with the industry while endeavoring proper grooming of the students with a series of activities. So before you hit the corporate floor, you are acquainted with each and everything prior in hand, including the priority development classes, including personality development classes, the communication skills. We also conduct mock group discussions and interviews, other entrepreneurship programs, various aptitude tests to understand the student's area of interest, and summer internship programs with various industrial visits already shown you. Now, this represents few amongst a large versatile board of all the placements that are there, the renowned companies that the GNIM is associated with. The companies providing platform for diverse streams conduct campus recruitment on both on and off the campus. We have companies like Ernst& Young, IndusInd Bank, Jaro Education, Extramarks.com. We have Amazon. We have multiple such companies which are renowned that come up and are associated with our organization. So placements are basically done through series of presentations, written tests, GD, and PIs. So now we will actually have a short video for you to have a glimpse of our alumni who are successfully placed in their lives. So just let's have a glimpse at this.
Welcome to the virtual interface with NANAK Institute of Management, an institute with a remarkable niche in the educational domain. It has a distinctive connectivity and a family identical association with its erstwhile and present students. A strong alumni association resonates with the fact that GNIM is not just an institute, but an eternal family you connect with. The members of the aforesaid organization extend the legacy with integrity and sense of belongingness that stays with them for lifetime.
Hi guys, this is Ashi, one of the ex-student of GNIM 2001 and 2003 batch. At the moment, I'm working in Australia. I'm the CEO of two companies, My Sport My Way and SAO Foundation. If you want, you can just Google these two companies, SAO Foundation and My Sport My Way. You can find me there.
The alumni network typically reflects the strength of liaison students bond with the institute. This assists in the development of student community and provides the requisite leverage and the harbinger of growth.
Hi everyone, I'm Navneet Singh, an alumnus of the NANAK Institute of Management. I passed out my PGDM in the year 2009, and at present I am working with Incon International Limited, which is the Government of India undertaking as the Ministry of Railways.
The association keeps on expanding in enormity with successful pass-outs every year, weaving threads to the new fabric. The Alumni Association ensures the conduct of annual alumni meets, providing the members an opportunity to catch up and relive memories, upholding the inherent spirit of maintaining the respect commands in academic and corporate spheres.
Hi, my name is Jasneet Kaur. I am an alumni of GNIM, batch 2008 to 2010. My specialization was HR. Every moment spent in GNIM was a bliss, but today everything about GNIM I surely miss.
Now, a quick glimpse of alumni reflections and remarks made by those who have not just created a successful name for themselves in their respective fields, but also continue to inspire the future legacy with their lifelong association with the Institute. One of them being Mr. Anusharandeep Singh, occupying a position as a nation head in Wi-Fi acquisition for Bharti Airtel. He reminisces how the institute has been instrumental as a kickstarter in his career. Ms. Mosena, occupying the position as an HR manager at Saturn Credit Care Network Limited, also appreciates the supportive faculty at the institute. Our another successful alumni is Vikramjit Singh, Head HR in Corporate Services Group, South Asia at Fung Group CHRO. He's been an Harvard alumni and has led HR functions at various leading organizations that primarily involved overall HR leadership and delivering HR strategies linked to the business. Talking about another success story coming out of GNIM is Balpreet Singh, who is a Senior Vice President, HR, Bank of America. He's been an active member of our Alumni Association. Another alumni fetching a lucrative career out of GNIM is Parul Makkar, who has worked as an HR manager in ITC Group and is currently working with John Snow Inc. She's been a strong guide to the freshers into the corporate world. Another alumni coming out with flying colors is Yotin Prakash, who is the Vice President at HDFC Bank, and he's one of those alumni who has been actively participating in the placement of GNIM freshers into the corporate world. Another success story at an international level has been Natasha Bhan, who has been a finance executive at Unitech Wireless Group and currently is working in the Telenor Group in Norway. Our next successful alumni is Pooja Kukreti Thaplial, who has been an extremely supportive alumni all throughout the years and is currently working in TAFE NSW and vocational education in Sydney. Another alumni is the head at Business HR at IDS Infotech Limited, namely Mr. Saurabh Agarwal, who accredits his PR skills to the confidence gained at the institute. Ms. Puneet Miglani, working as a Deputy Manager, HR Department at Cushman & Wakefield India Private Limited, also resonates how the institute transformed her journey from campus to corporate. A pictorial display of the ecstatic moments captured at the alumni meets of the institute. Come and join this family-like institute. Make this your alma mater. A clarion call to the admission process, which is open for PGDM, a 2-year full-time course. If you're looking for what the institute has to offer, get in touch via the contact details mentioned. Thank you.
So now we will move on to the major theme of today's webinar, that is digital transformation. We all know that this pandemic has created a series of problems and crises in multiple domains like economic activities, health infrastructure, and whatnot. Every sector has been impacted by this. But what has kept the economy sustained despite the obstacles has been digitalization. You see, your studies would have been impacted. You won't be having your classes if digitalization or the digital interfaces were not available. It's how this has assisted not only education structure or the sector, but also the academic and other business sectors in a strong way. That is what makes digital transformation the need of the hour and a transformation that we cannot live in isolation with. Hence, it becomes imperative for us as students in the education industry to absorb and assimilate in the optimum manner the means and features of digitalization. Your proficiency will now not only be judged with your level of education or clarity of concepts, but also with your use of digital tools. So we'll understand the basic objectives that we aim to achieve. The very foremost being, we need to understand that there is intrinsic need for accepting rather than actually resisting virtual education. We need to survive through this wave of challenges that are being faced during the transition journey from traditional to digital. And we need to ace with precision the command over the tools available. So now it's no longer going to be your rote learning with the books available. More likely, it's going to be much more than that. You need to be proficient with your skills to handle the digital interfaces. As I said, clarity of concepts and learning things by books will not be enough any longer. We need to have a comprehensive learning interface on a digital mode that has to be accepted and made a strong command over. As you might have heard, that it is survival of the fittest and change is the only constant. So basically, I'll integrate these two quotations and say to you that it's the survival of the person who will never resist change. So we need to accept this and have this mode in and going in our processes. Moving on to the next topic, which is need for digital transformation. As to why are we basically putting so much emphasis on it, whether I'm actually pressurizing you to understand this. Well, there is no pressurization, but the need to exist and maintain a niche in this VUCA world. Well, you might be wondering what exactly this VUCA world stands for. Well, this is an acronym which stands for, where V stands for volatility, U stands for uncertainty, C stands for complexity, and A stands for ambiguity. You see the current situation in itself, how volatile things are. We're not sure, they're dynamic. Things are uncertain. The way right now, we're not even sure when this pandemic is going to end. We do not know when we'll have the vaccine coming in. Things are quite complex and they're not simple the way they used to be. We have to actually adopt to wearing masks, social distancing. All these things have created a lot of complexity. Not everyone was able to adapt to this initially, but now that's the need of the hour and we need to do that. Similarly, digital transformation is something that will help us move through this ambiguous world. Everything is vague in today's world. Then we have the digitalization, allowing for you as individuals and students for personalized learning. You see, you can use any device of your personal choice. You can just work or access your Zoom meeting on your mobile phone on an application, or you can use your iPads or any other tablet. You can use your laptop. So it's at the comfort and the ease at your own homes that you can do and access all these things. Another foremost thing is the virtual reality tools and the videos, which can be used to help you have e-learning platforms on multiple devices and interact directly with the study material which is available. Let me give you more glimpse in the upcoming slides. All right, looking at this, you might wonder if I'm going to take you on to some Hollywood 3D movie. That sounds interesting, isn't it? But actually, I'm not going to take you to the future, but today we are in this future. Yes, these glasses or the gears are known as VR glasses, that is virtual reality gears. This will provide you such a virtual interface that you would feel you're actually present in that particular location. Why this is now the need of the hour? Well, initially we had field visits, trips, like the one industrial visits we talked about. We do not have to sacrifice on our quality standards of teaching, right? So we need to keep things up and going. For that purpose, we ensure that those industrial visits, how do we counterpart them? How do we counterfeit this situation? Well, we do that using the technology. These VR classes will not only provide you a trip experience right in the location, but also make things more understandable for students. We need to be dynamic to the upcoming changes. Well, to give you a brief, we do not have a VR glasses with all of us right now, but I'll show a 3D movie which you all can use, open your mobile phones and insert it into this device, right, that is being shown here in the gear, and you can experience that. Meanwhile, let's just have a 3D tour to somewhere which is far yet near. Well, why I'm saying that? Because this is Louvre Museum, which is in Paris. So that was how quick I take you all from India to Paris. Well, you can experience the 3D virtual reality here. Wearing onto the virtual reality gears, you will have a virtual feel of in that entire environment. You will be able to see the antelope right up there. You'll be able to see everything right in front of the eyes as if you're present there in actual. These things can be incorporated with all the other industrial field visits and other things that can help us understand things a little more better. You see the museum, you see the artifacts right in front of you, you experience them with the crowd. So that's the power of digitalization. You know, international flights might be shut off, but you see the virtual flights are still on, and we can definitely go back and see all these things. Well, now I'll be coming back onto your screens to have a face-to-face interaction. I hope you all can see me. All right, so there's one thing that definitely exists. We all are digi natives. Why I call your generation as digital natives? Because we have been born and brought up with all these digital tools, right? Maybe we see our elder generation facing a little bit problem. But even if they are able to cater to all these things, we should be masters at these. We have Snapchat, right? A tool that we use. We have Instagram. There's something called augmented reality. Have you ever wondered where have you used it? Well, Snapchat is the answer. When you use those filters, you use those face swaps, what you see is augmented reality. You might have played Pokemon, where in your entire paraphernalia right in front of you is something where you have that Pokemon coming into the screens in your entire vicinity of area, and you see he's live there with you. You see various animals being there in your Snapchat filters, a teddy bear or something. That's all augmented reality. We have face swaps. But have you ever thought how we can integrate these tools into our learning, making things more understandable, more interesting? You used to have role plays in your class, right? But have you wondered while you're sitting at your home, at the comfort of your own place, how will you be able to have those role plays and interactive sessions? That's definitely possible. We have the face swap feature. You can just have a group of friends. You can just settle in down that you're going to play this role, I'm going to play this one, and with those interaction you can have face swaps of that particular personality, and thereafter you can knit an entire story which can help you understand any topic or a subject matter in a better way. You can show and share that with your teacher, with your classmates, and later on in your exams, putting pointers with those face swaps is going to make things even more interactive and understandable. That's how you can use the power of digitalization. Things will be with you. You have everything at your access, but it's all about using the right tool at the right time. It's about making the most of the things that are available to you. That is the need of the hour, and that is where digitalization comes into place. You might be having your books lying right in front of you, but when you do not study or use them, how do you expect knowledge to drain right in from there? Is it going to be some pipeline connection that you're going to drain all of them into your brain? Well, no, you need to take the initiative to use and apply all those skills and make the most of it. That is what we all want to endeavor our students to do. Well, now coming back onto the screens, I'll just switch off to let you enjoy a strong bandwidth. We'll be coming back to our presentation. Now we see the primary goals of digital transformation in higher education institutions. You might be wondering, these things are just for, primary students or somebody who's in school and not for us being in higher education sector. But no, the need is imperative even here. And the reasons are four-lined here in 4 parameters. The very first one being the culture of data-driven decision-making. We need to incorporate students to also initiate decision-making. For that, we need to ensure a digital mindset that is there amongst everyone. We need to optimize students' experience, and that is how we've done the one which I showed you with the industrial visits, now on a VR, that is virtual reality platform. Well, enhancing resources is another main concern. Well, I would rather say a major advantage of digitalization. Earlier, you would just have access to limited resources with the enlisting right there of the syllabus. But now you have access to e-resources, e-books. You have so many research papers online that you can go through. You have YouTube videos. You have so much you can access. So it's not only a single source teacher teaching you, but a multi-source veracity and a plethora of information. And lastly, we have improving competitiveness. Well, you see, we live in a very competitive world. This is a world where we need to race and rat across. So what we see is digital tools can help us have an edge over the others. Well, an instant example of your generation would be how Instagram is being used to advertise so many things. Like now, masks days are really in demand, right? So once you open Instagram, you see various business pages having sponsorships online and you see their advertisements there. That's how digitalization is being used in the business sector. We have to drive everything in comprehensive and collaborative zone. I'm not saying to live in isolation with the traditional tools, but it's going to be the integration of both traditional and digital tools. So moving on to the next one, we have the transition models. Definitely, when we are going to move from one mode to the other, there are going to be certain differences. Rather, I would rate these differences to be advantages and perks of digitalization. We have monotype uniformity earlier in the traditional mode when there was one to a dialogue kind of a situation. But now the individualized customization has come into existence. You as individual, I see, can access to multiple information online. The teacher would provide you the same learning, but how you access with multiple resources, integrating them will give you an edge. That's how things are going to be more customized and tailor-made at your end. We have acquired or passive learning and comparing it to active or on-the-job learning. Now we will have more online internships, work from home opportunities, because we are having in a very zone where the travel time has been cut. So we have time for more productive activities. We need not just, prolong or actually procrastinate things, but make the most of the time available. The time earlier that we used to spend on transportation can now be actually used on other productive things. You can take up multiple online courses that are available pertaining to your stream or your area of interest. You can definitely access a lot of information. As I told, it's no longer going to be rote learning, but learning by accessing the source of information. You digi natives need to be more inquisitive in your aspect. You need to bring up more that is on the table. You need to understand why this could happen. You could do one thing. If there's some topic that the teacher discussed in class, you can actually come up to her again and say, I searched a little bit more about it, and this is the topic I need to understand more in depth. And now the teachers are even getting more collaborative with you, because that is how we're going to transform ourselves. We need to come out of this wave of pandemic with successful colors, and we need to optimize this situation to do that. Well, coming on to the next one is intensive learning to learning focused on accessing lots of information on demand. Again, something that I've talked about. Then we have the single source, that is an expertise or SME, to multi-source. So multi-source are going to be your teachers plus all the other applications available, like you have Google, you have multiple things ongoing on YouTube, all these e-resources. Then your standard assessment would now be classified into a customized one. We might have a one-on-one conversation and the teacher might evaluate you. Your efforts, like I told you, you can use your Snapchat with role-playing system. Even that can be your assessment basis. So just try to innovate yourself and use digital tools in the most optimum manner. That is what I would like to focus here. And now something that you all have been doing so far ever since the pandemic was on and we were in lockdown, this is attending online classes. Initially, it would have been a challenge for all of you to actually get into this practice. But now I think we're pro at this. It's all about getting accustomed to things. It's all about getting it into our nerves. Once we get a hand on it, things are quite easy. Now you see, you all are sitting with me on an online kind of a webinar, right? Earlier we used to have seminars right in front, that is on a very live manner. But now we are having an online session, but look how conveniently we are able to execute this with each other. So this platform has changed from traditional to online interfaces. We will make you more acquainted with that fact that, it's immensely vital to sustain learning in the long run. And maintaining ethical conduct during the session is of utmost importance. Well, why this is important? Because we see one major concern that, when we have students coming into the class, I am talking about the traditional classroom, they used to make a lot of ruckus. Some latecomers were there, some used to make noises, some used to chit chat while the class was on. But the same thing has moved on to the online classes. We have students scribbling on the board because, there's a annotation mode there. We see students doing that. We have multiple things that are going on, latecomers, but we need to ensure that we maintain the authenticity and integrity of online classes. For that, it has to be a dual collaboration. The teachers are working from their end to have the controls. But even as students, we need to assist and we need to help the classrooms be successful online. What you can do is, if you have a question, just raise a hand, which is an option available on the Zoom meeting, as you can see. And if there's any query, the teacher will definitely come to you. And you can also, unmute yourself, or you can just keep yourself off the video if you think that some noise is going on at your background, so that the class is not disturbed. So all these things need to be catered to. You need not scribble uselessly on the screens. We need to be more ethical in our conduct, the way we used to be ethical in the classes, because everything is going to be evaluated. We need to be more understandable of these areas. Moving on to the pedagogy tools. Well, PowerPoint is something you all are acquainted with. Well, it has been years and decades now that you have used this tool for your classroom presentations. We've already somewhere we were on digitalization. So we see that PowerPoint is definitely one of the strongest tools we have been using. This is something that helps us be more interactive with the class. Right now also, I'm using a PowerPoint presentation with all of you to make things more understandable with the pointers on screen while I speak to you at the background. So you see, we have another alternative, that is Prezi. We need to change with times. I will not say that this is an alternative to your available thing of the Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. But Prezi is a web-based application to create and edit active presentation. This ensures more ingenuity, more imagination, and more motion to your pictures. It's going to be more of visualization. It has various zooming features, minute details, and the best part, you do not need storage for this. It has a cloud storage. The way you have your iCloud or your Google Drive, similarly, it gets auto-saved on Prezi. Suppose you do not have your software of Microsoft, then definitely you can have this web-based application available to you. You can make imaginary situations. You can do the best you can. Innovate in the best possible manner. So definitely you can note this down. This is Prezi, Prezi. You can note this down and search it on Google. You'll be redirected to the page where you can create your own beautiful and vibrant, ingenious PPTs. Well, I will also show you the distinctive utility of both these tools, because everyone has a distinctive identity of its own. The PowerPoint is something which is more relevant for, I would say, reports. It is more good an idea where we have to talk about step-to-step ideas. This is also good in cases of various processes like, those linear models and everything. We have numbers and datas, or we have presentations that need no animation as such. So that is going to be basically more comprehensive in detail of a business kind of a look. And for students, something which is more innovative, which has more brainstorming, or I would say mind mapping, Prezi is a wonderful option. You can do this by looking at the big picture details, skipping back and forth, having mind-like, maps that are available, those layouts. You can have those cloud-like structures, those flowcharts, storytelling. It has a complete whiteboard effect. So these are the two alternatives you can use. Supposedly, you're going in for a presentation on quantitative techniques, then I would suggest PowerPoint is a better option. But something you want to have a storyline creation or something which is more intriguing, you can go in for Prezi. Even to understand, GST and their various aspects in a better way, I would suggest you can incorporate those things in a pictorial way with acronyms on Prezi. So this is the tools that you can use at your personal level. Share it with your teachers as well. because it's a collaborative learning and a flipped classroom system where even you input your details and information. So Prezi is the best way out right now with PowerPoint into collaboration. You can do this for self-learning. Instead of creating written notes, you can do these things, digitalize yourself in the maximum possible manner. But definitely, some people understand better with their writing, then it's definitely their taste of interest. So I would say there is something called AVK, which is audio, visual, and kinesthetic. So that's the kind of learning we all have. Some, learn better by audio, like hearing to people. Some have better interest by looking at things. Maybe right now, if I have this PPT in front of you, maybe some of you having a visual connect of learning will be able to retain things for longer. And kinesthetic people, I would suggest for those who want to touch, feel, and experience the things, now virtual reality guests are the perfect one for you. So now I'll give you an acquaintance with the online interfaces that you all have been using so far, but a quick glimpse of all these. I won't say a comparative analysis, but it is, whatever would suit your condition or whatever would suit your circumstance that comes best to your rescue. So we have Zoom, the platform that we're currently using. We have Cisco WebEx, we have GoToMeetings, and we have Microsoft Teams that we're gonna have a glimpse about. So this is kind of a comparison chart between all these. So you can choose which is the best for you, suiting your demands and need. So all these are available at a free basic plan. You can download an app or you can download them on your laptops or your tablets. They're available. Number of free users is almost good in the 3 of them, apart from GoToMeetings where it's 3. We have free conferences being there, like in Cisco WebEx, there is a 50-minute limit. On Zoom, we have 40-minute. Similarly, it goes for GoToMeeting, but Teams has no limit for people who are Microsoft 365 users. So if you see here on the screen, this free conferencing, you see sometimes your classes might have been conducted on Zoom and they end after 40 minutes. So that's because of the free conferencing that's only available for 40 minutes. But if you have an upgraded cost, they will be unlimited. So the upgrading cost is as here mentioned. So these are the rates that are being provided. And the screen sharing option is definitely available in all of those. That is the screen sharing option which your teachers, and right now I'm using to share this PowerPoint with you on your screens. So video conferencing, obviously these all are video conferencing tools. So definitely they all have this feature. We have presentation streaming in all these. We have an option to record what is going on and also to have a live session, which is there or available for all these computers, but there's a paid plan for Microsoft Teams. E-hand raising, the option that I gave you, when you can be more ethical in your conduct in your classroom. If you have any doubt or query, you can just simply raise your hand and definitely your teacher will listen to you and she can provide you with whatever details are possible. And that's available in all of them, but actually available in 2 out of 4. So GoToMeetings does not have that, and so it goes for Microsoft Teams. So Cisco WebEx and Zoom has this option. Next, we have two-way audio and video, which is available in all these because we have a video conferencing and interactive tool. So even students can interact with their teacher on this platform. We have the chat option, which is available in all these. We also have the maximum participating list. We have annotations, which is there in all of them, but that's not available in Teams. There is a remote control in the teacher's hand in all of these except for Teams, and mobile support is available for all these. So basically, if you see all of them, they are quite alike and quite different on basic parameters. So we have this as instant access. You can simply download any of these to have an online conversation, online conference. We have a grid view, which is basically right now that if you're accessing it from your laptop, you'll be able to see how many maximum people on the screen. That is what grid view is all about. We have joining without an account. That's available for 3 of them, but not available for Microsoft Teams. So you can log in without having an account in Zoom, Cisco WebEx, and GoToMeetings. We have an option of reports, which is available in Cisco WebEx and Zoom, and also in Teams, but that's a very basic one. And GoToMeetings does not have this feature. When we go in for polling, if you want some suggestions from these participants or students, or maybe the teacher wants feedback, polling is a very good option. But this option is only available in Cisco WebEx. So depending on the need, or depending on what kind of the platform is required, so any of these can be altered between. So even as students, you can suggest your teachers with all these options. Awareness in education goes lifelong. So the teachers are very collaborative in today's time, and they will be welcoming to your suggestions. You need to be aware of things, and definitely you will have better idea about using these. So you see, I've told you the features, and now what you can do is simply as a assignment of your own today, you can just download or access these applications and see which one do you find is a better option. And you can discuss that with your teachers as well. Why not have a collaborative learning like that? So that is all about digital competence and transformation. Well, I would again say that your generation is all about being digital natives. But what you need to do is access all those things that are available right in front of you. You need to just access it in the most important manner, because something which is available and not accessed with is just futile. We need to make the most of it in the optimum manner. So in the long run, it's going to be the survival of the fittest. And as I said, survival of the one who's going to accept change rather than resist. So now I would like to request our respected director, ma'am, to kindly take over and address the students.
Thanks, Ms. Hasgunkar, for sharing the objective and mission of GNM so beautifully on this platform. I am thankful to all the students also, and I personally welcome my all dear students seeking admission to our Learner PGDM 2 years AICT approved program. My dear learner, faculty and staff members, wish you all a very good day and days ahead. Coming here on and sharing the platform not only mean to just collaborate with the students, coordinate with the platform, and disperse the knowledge. It is always towards the innovation, invention, and the establishment of a new generation future. GNIM is one of the prestigious institute running past 2 decades 1996 under the aegis of Delhi Sikh Gurdwara Management Committee, a trust established by the Act of Parliament. It is a vast group having 12 higher education colleges and institutes and 13 schools beside various ITIs and polyclinics. Talking about GNIM, the academic strategies, GNIM had always been taking a lead in showing a practical path towards adjusting to a versatile scenario of higher education. We usually say that there is a crisis, but there is always an opportunity. Perhaps in this case, it is an opportunity for a pedagogical review that favors both quality and equality. At GNIM, we aim to equip today's business students with the understanding and ability to deliver change tomorrow. In the current testing times, when social distancing is the most effective way to stop the spread of COVID-19, we at GNIM stay committed to providing a continuous learning environment for our students. Ever since the classes have been suspended from March 2020, we have been sending PPTs to students and also using real-time learning communication systems like Zoom, WebEx, SWAM, MOOC, Neptal, YouTube, and other online teaching platforms, which Ms. Harsgunkor has just also told you about. That all is forming a part of our academic scenario. The faculty members are constantly in touch with the students to clarify their doubts on phone and through chat rooms and even WhatsApp. The library has provided online access to the students and faculty. The students are in constant touch with their supervisors online to ensure good progress in their dissertation and project work, as research is the main streamline of innovation and learning. We are conducting several FGPs for faculty members, seminars with industry experts for our students to engage, upgrade, and abreast themselves with the ever-changing scenario. Please mind it, this is a continuous scenario, even in the physical part when we're having one-to-one classes in our college. Dear all, adaptations to new normal is the key. New normal, shadow pandemic. Therefore, the academic sessions now and in future will be of hybrid and a mixed mode between the face-to-face and conventional teaching learning and the online virtual mode. We are going to use the knowledge, experience, and confidence gained from the last 4 to 5 months of our online teaching and assessments in moving forward with our approach to higher education in future. It's been truly emphasized by that this is the time to develop and design strategies and other subsequent support mechanisms to learn and evaluate the mistakes and scale up digitization, hybridization, and ubiquitous learning. It's a reality that virtualization is to be the main educational tool to sustain the teaching and learning. Therefore, GNI promotes continuous internal evaluation on the teaching learning model with the participation of students and teachers about the lessons learned during the crisis and post-opening of lockdown. GNI emphasizes on student-friendly environment framed by conducive and dedicated faculty and staff members. We at GNIM are incorporating the best global practices and dynamic of changing market scenario. GNIM in its endeavor combines the theoretical and practical knowledge to meet the requirement of competitive sector. We have world-class infrastructure, academic ambience, corporate connectivity, and excellent placement to provide the right learning environment for the future global gap of the PGDM course and USPs of GNIM. As Madam Hasbun has told, I will just give a glimpse of it. GNIM course in which we are offering the PGDM program. We are offering it in the economical fee structure, having a permanent and qualified faculty, continuous process of industrial visits for the students, even the excursion trips are being organized every year, live projects, continuous power talk seminars with industry exposure, workshops, guest lectures, case studies, research center, etc. are the part of the academic scenario. We have various clubs for the students, social club, marketing, finance, culture, and so on, where the students can enroll themselves and can enhance their capabilities to an upper level. Placements with top recruiters. We have a strong alumni network, which you have also gone through just now a few minutes back regarding the video which has been shown to you. Specializations were very well equipped and been told to you about the marketing, finance, HR, supply chain, and logistics. We also offer various add-on courses to upgrade the skill of students like digital marketing, financial modeling, entrepreneurship, and foreign languages on the option of the students, and some may be option given to the students on the free of cost because we believe in employability, which is necessary today's time, the skill development of the students. Besides this, we are also in a continuous process of organizing various national and international conferences. We encourage and motivate students to present research papers along with the guidance and the mentors of their faculties. Students' individual activities are on a higher scenario. We also develop and enhance the students through personality development programs like preparing them for mock interviews, group discussions, communication skills, and other personality development activities. Summer internship, national and international, is also the offer which is in the communication pipeline with the institute. free participation in the higher level banking conclave of the government level, which will be assist in placements, is also a major feature of GNIM. Debates, quizzes, presentations are a regular feature because we believe that when teachers enters into a classroom, 80% the teacher teaches and 20% the student revert backs to the teacher, and the teacher also learns. And so it is a continuous process because you have to learn the practicability of the things. Theoretically, you have done a lot in your school, and now it's time to come to the and step into the real world. Beside this, for we will say we are only talking about the studies and all that. No, we have farewells, we have freshers party, cultural activities, festivals, approximately all are being celebrated, and other activities in the institute with great pomp and show. GNIM is located in the posh colony of Punjabi Bagh West. It is well connected to metros. It has AC rooms, a very well equipped library, a good canteen. We have smoked meat and huge parking facility. These sum up of GNIMs not only highlight the PGDM program, but we have other programs running in the organization also, which are affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University of the master's level like MCA and the undergraduate level BCom honors. So with these words, I can understand that the students may be having still few queries into their mind. I will request students, we will wait for 5 minutes after I am finishing with my this speech. You can put your queries in the chat box, or you can come down to us through mails, which is there on our website. So all your queries we will make sure will be answered by the professionals and experts. At the end, I would like to thank Professor J.S. Broka, who has always been other and sharing the academic experience with the students. He has been a visiting faculty with us, and has a very long experience in teaching banking sector and other, and he is a very good blogger also. I have my faculty members on this platform sharing the same. I have the staff members with me who are helping us in making this platform a success. At the end, I can only request you all people to be safe, be healthy, and keep distance. You can, this very much program is being telecasted live on Facebook, and you can also watch it, the recorded one, on the YouTube later. Thanks very much. Now I will request Ms. Hasgunko to kindly please proceed with the chat box. If there is any queries from the students, please try to solve those out. And all the questions are to be answered on this chat box or through the mail. And you are always welcome to come down to the institute if you want to have a physical tour of the same. Thank you very much, and all the best to you all. Stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sam. Now I would like to welcome students with the queries. You can definitely input them on the chat box. If there's anything that you would like to know about the program or about the college, or you have anything else, other query that you have pertaining to digital transformation, you're most welcome. You can definitely input your queries here.
I think husband, we should wind up it right now. But still, the students who still have their queries or any doubts in their mind can reach us up through email or telephone calls on the numbers which have been shared on the screen. There's a WhatsApp number, there are the telephone numbers, email address is also given to you. You can visit our website also for all your queries. I would also like to mention over here that our management has taken a decision that seeing to the COVID period, special benefits and in the fee structure and other benefits will be given to the students who will be enrolling on the first come first basis, like first 50 students. So this is an opportunity which you can avail, who are the students who are listening to us. So this is an opportunity which we are from GNI management, we're offering it to you. Benefit for the COVID-19, due to which you can have and you can avail the opportunity. Thank you very much. Hasbun, please take over.
So
Yeah,
I
Hajji,
see
ma'am.
that there are no queries as such. I think it was comprehensive enough to address
Yeah,
your
no,
queries that you might have had. Hello? Okay. So for any other personal query that you have that you would like to get in touch with us, as ma'am said, that the contact details are mentioned on the screen and you can get in touch with us for any query that you have. Thank you so much, all the participants and students, for your patient listening. I hope you all will keep safe and sound and be at the comfort of your home and also optimize this time doing productive
Hajji, ma'am, one
activities.
student.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Tajinder ji.
Hajji, ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Now you're audible.
Yeah, one student is asking that when the next session is going to start.
So you're not audible. Can you just write it down on the chat box and I can read and I can respond?
Yeah. I know. I have heard it, Hasbun. I have heard it. His query is when we are going to start the session. So at the earliest, as far as we're waiting for the decisions from AICTE, but most probably in the first week of August, and the students will be informed accordingly for that. Was the first step of our webinar, and we will be continuing with that. And we request the students to enroll at the fastest pace because we have to start our sessions at the earliest. We are waiting and abiding by the rules and regulations of AICTE, so we cannot defy by that. And as per them, we have to start the session. So at the earliest is the note. Otherwise, the notification will reach you from the admission cell. Thank you.
And also we have first come basis, first come first serve basis. So we request the students to come as early as possible for the admission process as we have limited seats available.
Hajji, ma'am, one student is asking that when can we visit the institute?
Sir, whosoever the students wants to physically visit the institute, you are most welcome. Kindly drop a mail with admission department and they will correlate with you the date and the time. Otherwise, we are open next week but due to COVID, you can understand that we are only calling the few staff members because of emergency basis. So keeping distancing in mind and by the rules of the government, you are requested to drop down your query on the mail and we will reach up to you at the earliest. Thank you.
Yeah, one student is asking that is there any hostel facility or what about that?
Yes, PG facility is available within the vicinity of the institute, and that's going to be now as the norms are there, well sanitized. So the PG facility is definitely available within the vicinity of the area. We're already, as ma'am told, we're located in a very posh area of PUNJABI BAGH. So definitely there is a residential area surrounding it. So it's in a very safe location that the PG facility is available.
Thank you.
Any other queries?
So we will leave for the day. And thanks very much. I once again welcome everybody on the platform, sharing us, hearing us, and telling us what exactly do we do in the COVID-19.
All the students are requested to just switch on the video for a minute so we can have a
Combined photo. Yeah. So everybody please switch on your videos so that we can have a combined click and for everybody. All faculty and the students, please switch on your videos.
I think most of the students are in informal.
Please switch on your videos, all of you, at a humble request for logical group photo sessions. Thank you. Some of them
ठीक है सुना
are
I think
not,
we should over.
many
Yeah,
of
fine.
them have done the same, but 4 or 5 students are unaware of that, I think, but whatever. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for your patient listening. Thank you to be a part of this. Hope you keep safe and do productive learning. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much to all. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Nilesh sir, please end the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.